Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is just going to be a very easy and laid back what I eat in a day. Today is going to be double digits. They were saying that we may even reach like 15 degrees today in Toronto. I'm like freaking out because I really need this nice weather. I have SAD and the winter has been too long and too harsh for me to deal with. So I'm gonna get outside and try to spend as much of the day as possible outdoors today. So I plan on doing a long walk with the dog, and you know, we bought him like these portable water like containers, and in the parks here in Toronto there's so many places where you can refill your water, which is fantastic. So I'll be able to take him, you know, a little bit longer and he'll have some water, and I'll bring some snacks because we're going to be doing some training. So when I'm going to work, I normally bring just rice that I've cooked in Instant Pot and veggies, and that's pretty much all that I'm bringing with me for my 12-hour shifts. So on my days off, I like to cook something different sometimes, but today, because of the weather, like I want to get out. I want to enjoy the weather, so that's what I'm going to be doing. So it's going to be a very laid back and realistic what I eat in a day. It's whatever I have also on hand because I need to use up some things in the fridge, and we're going to go from there.
That's because big changes are hard. And sometimes, the sheer size of a project can make it hard to even know where to start. But the thing is, nothing is accomplished overnight. All we have to do is figure out a small action we can take today. And that's where a now step can be so helpful.
After I've done all my makeup, I've had my morning motivation. Sometimes I will make my coffee before I listen to, this is called the Shine app that I just showed you, but there's many different ones that you can put on your phone, and it just kind of gives you a burst of positivity first thing in the morning. And then I'm going to go ahead and make my coffee. We buy an organic coffee from Costco. So I'm also going to have some of my spring water and just get hydrated first thing in the morning. I have 2.5 cups of water just on the stove in my pot, and then I'm going to add, I don't know, maybe a cup of oatmeal. I don't really measure it normally, I just pour it in, so let's see. And then I usually do 1/3 to 1/2 cup of whatever fruit that I'm using. So I'm going to add some of that mango, and then just a teaspoon of the flax, and probably at least a tablespoon of the cinnamon. I do have to refill it, so I buy it in bulk and then I just keep refilling my container. And yeah, here's the oats. So I'm also cooking up in just a little bit of water, and I put garlic powder and some chipotle seasoning, cauliflower, broccoli, and carrots, and yeah, just cooking that up so that I can eat alongside my oatmeal. So that will take a few minutes, and my oatmeal is doing great. Just added those peaches in, and it's just with the water, and it's cooking down pretty good. So I did 3/4 cup of oats and 2.5 cups of water, and then 1/2 cup of mango and a teaspoon of flax. Okay, so it looks like it is perfect and it is ready to go. So I'm just going to scoop that into a bowl. And that's it. So my oats are done as well. So I'm just adding that to my bowl. So I love how the mango sweetens it so much that I don't even need any maple syrup. I do add maple syrup a lot of times to my oatmeal, but I find that if I put mango, I don't like to add it because I feel like my oats are just way too sweet. So I just decide to not add it in. And that saves me on a lot of calories. So I add a lot of cinnamon on top. I really load it with cinnamon. I really love the flavor of it. And then, you know, I don't have to sweeten it with anything else. And the mango makes it super sweet and delicious. And I just really like this combo. So yeah. I really like oats for breakfast just because I find that they keep me full for so long, and I'm able to get through so many hours before lunch when I have my big bowl of oats. So 3/4 cup was probably like way too much actually. But that's okay, because you know what? I have extra oats and I can have that for a snack throughout the day if I get hungry. For me, this is my perfect breakfast. This is what I have most often for breakfast. And I just pair that with my veggies, and then I am super full for a long time and feeling fantastic. Okay, so here is my big bowl of veggies. And I just have the garlic powder and the chipotle seasoning on it. No oil, no broth, just done in water, and they're gonna be super yummy. And then of course my oatmeal. This is a huge breakfast, but I always do the 50-50 plate just so that I know I'm getting all my extra veggies in. It's really important to get the veggies in. If I don't do the 50-50, I will not get everything that I need to keep me feeling at my optimal. So very important. I could probably do easily half a cup of oats next time instead of 3/4 cup. But I may save some of this as a snack. I'm just going to eat right now and then have my meeting, and if I'm hungry after, I will have the rest of this. So it will still be a morning-ish type meal, and I won't be eating lunch for quite a while. If you guys are wondering, it's 11 o'clock right now, and this is the time that I'm having breakfast. So there's no syrup or anything in it because the mango keeps it nice and sweet, and that way I can reduce my calorie consumption for this breakfast. And again, just my veggies, very, very simple. I'm gonna have my black coffee since I didn't have very much this morning, and that's gonna be my meal. I'm just going to plan a little bit for the weeks ahead and what types of videos have been suggested to me, and get just an idea of what I'm going to be doing. Got my black coffee. It is steaming hot, which is what I wanted. I cannot drink cold coffee. Like I just can't do it. It has to be super, super hot. So it's just black coffee. And then later on in the later afternoon, I will have a dandy blend instead of having an extra coffee. For lunch, I'm just having some of my extra soup that I had, leftovers that my mom made. It's just potatoes, and I believe this is collards. Sometimes she does it with kale, but this is the collard leaves, and it's just veggie broth, just super simple and very healthy and tasty. So I'm just having some kombucha midway through the day. It helps give me some energy. I just love my kombucha. So I'm just going to make my lentil and veggie stew. So I like making this lentil and veggie stew just because it's super easy. I have this Better Than Bouillon veggie bouillon that's absolutely tasty, and it makes this stew or anything, soup, whatever you put with it will taste fantastic. And I get that at Costco, and it's just like water and veggies and lentils. That's it. It is very, very cheap, and it will feed a lot of people, so that's another reason why I like it. This is just some brown lentils, and that's what I had on hand. I have different ones, and I use them for different things, so I just pulled out the brown ones to use those up. 1.5 cups. I'm going to rinse them really well because they will have sand and dirt sometimes. You don't want to be eating that. Rinse it well. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Stew like this is really good because you can even freeze it, and it will turn out just fine when you take it out and defrost it. Now, you can add whatever herbs you want, but I love to put in oregano, and I put garlic powder, and I put onion powder in it, paprika. Those are my staples, but you can add whatever you want depending on what, your preference is. So I'm just water sauteing those carrots with the oregano, and then I'm going to be adding in the other spices, and I will also add the bouillon in and give that a mix. This is just some frozen veggies that I had because frozen veggies are super cheap. You can use whatever veggies you have on hand, but I like to use the frozen ones. They just work really well. I have many different types of frozen veggies that are always available to me in a pinch when I need it. And then, I'm just adding that bouillon in. I'm going to give it a mix and then add some water and then the lentils, and we are good to go. So I believe that my mason jar is 32 ounces. I filled that up with my filtered water, and I added that to my mix, and then I felt that I needed more water, so I went back and filled that mason jar halfway again and filled a little bit more water into the pot because I just like it a little bit more runny. So, it all depends on the actual preference of whoever's making it, but that's how I like it. And then, just give it a good mix and then seal it, and you're going to, cook it for 20 minutes and you are good to go. So I like to naturally release it, but if you wanted to, you could just release it and eat it right away. But I don't know, I'm just not usually in a big hurry. I make my food ahead of time, and it's already really quick being, cooked in the Instant Pot. So I just let it naturally release, and then I enjoy it after. So if you wanted to, you could add rice or potatoes while you're cooking it, and that way everything is cooked up together in there. But I actually like to use my leftover rice when I'm making this, and I actually had some in the freezer because we had cooked so much rice. And then we went on a potato mini. Just look at my other videos if you're wondering what the heck a potato mini is. And I do have a playlist for Mary's mini potato mini. Videos are in there. But anyway, so we went on a potato mini and I had all this extra rice, and so I decided that I was going to freeze it because I don't want to waste it. And so that worked out perfectly for this stew, because I could just take that, frozen rice, take it out, defrost it, and then I like to put it in my bowl first, and then I put the hot stew on top, and it's just perfect. I mix it up, and I absolutely love this meal because it is so filling and super healthy. You can add so many veggies in this yummy stew. So I also had a tea in the evening, and sometimes I have a dandy blend, and I did on this day, but I guess I didn't record it. A dandy blend is a coffee alternative. You can find it on Amazon. It's amazing. But here I'm just having my raspberry leaf tea, and I'm just going to enjoy that and relax a little bit and try to get a few chores done so that tomorrow when I'm at work, I'm not stressing about all the things that need to be done in the house. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope that I gave you guys a little bit of inspiration on some of your meals. I know that today was not outrageously amazing meals, but they are realistic, and honestly, I'd rather just get outside into the nice weather than worry about cooking up a storm today. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. That way you don't miss any upcoming videos. I am trying to work on a video so that I can show you guys. I know you're really curious about what did I look like at my heaviest point. And it's been really hard to find pictures. I hid away and did not want to take pictures. Now it's the task of finding the pictures. And I'm not sure if many of you guys know my history, but I have been very overweight. And then I had a period where I definitely had an eating disorder. I was like a size 0 and also hid away from the cameras. So even on both ends of, weight loss, I knew that something was wrong. When I was overweight, I had issues, and when I was underweight, clearly I had issues, and I just wanted to hide away. So I'm gonna find some pictures. I'm sure there are some, and that way I can show you guys kind of my path of weight loss. I know some of you have asked a few times, and it's not that I don't want to do the video, it's finding the actual pictures and going through, a lot of stuff, and having to go to my mom's house to look for pictures because maybe she snuck in a few when I wasn't looking, because I don't have many at all. So bear with me on that one. That video will be coming, but it's going to take me a lot longer than I thought to get it together because I just don't have all the pictures that I thought I would actually have. So stay tuned for that, and then let me know what other videos you'd want to see, and that way I can get those going. Have a great day, stay healthy everyone, and I'll see you soon.